But it's also because of the grace of God, the presence of God in our lives, and the kingdom of God, that we have a mission to bring about redemption and reconciliation in the world. And the most obvious thing that a lot of people probably would have done is saying, we're blowing off the rest of this family. We're going to go move somewhere across the country, and that'll be it. You know, we don't need them. We've got our Christian friends, and we're just going to put our distance from them. But both of us had the feeling that as the first two Christians in our families, that it was our mission, really, to win our families to Christ and to stop kind of the generations from continuing in these families without knowing Christ. We didn't know at that time what that was going to mean. We didn't know at that time what it was going to cost. And we never knew what the guarantee was. But we knew that God was saying, okay, sure, you're disappearing. Sure, they hate your guts. Sure, they don't think anything of what you're doing. But I want you to love them. And I want you to show up in their lives. And I want you to be the presence of Christ in their lives. Well, we had a little bit of a respite from this because we went from there on our first assignment, and we ended up in Irvine, California, in Los Angeles. At that time, the Navigators were just beginning to open works on the West Coast, and they hadn't been terribly effective in major urban areas. They had not been effective at all in kind of the Asian American community anywhere in the country. And so, you know, they didn't have anything to lose by sending me over there. And so we ended up in Irvine, and we began our work there. Now, I'm going to just ask you real quick here, time check here. I think I've lost track a little bit.
Go as long as you need.
What's that?
Go as long as you need.
Well, I'll just rearrange here a little bit. And what I want to do is just kind of bring this piece of the story to a close, and we'll pick it up this evening here a little bit, because I think it's critical to understand. So while we're dealing with this family situation, we also feel like we're on a mission to see people come to Christ. Both of us, again, not having come out of Christian homes, we're very passionate about people who don't know Christ. You know, we were very convinced of the fact that most statistics show that most people, within 2 years after coming to Christ, have no more non-Christian friends. I was very convinced of the fact, even at that time, that something like 50% of our population, 40% of our population, was so totally secular and non-religious that Christianity was totally irrelevant to them. And I thought, you know, what I was finding out was that the people that we were trying to reach, it wasn't that they were antagonistic to Christianity, so much as that it was just totally irrelevant. I'd ask people, do you know Christ? No. Have you been to church? No. You read the Bible? No. Are you against any things? No, I don't know anything about it. And when you think about it, even today, Gallup polls, other polls, Pew Research, I think, saying that something like 61, 63% of our country says that they're Christian, in the broadest sense of the